This is activity 1, equal perimeters for lesson 6, strategic solving. And in this activity, you're shown a triangle and a square, and you're told that they have equal perimeters. So the distance around this triangle, if I start here and I go all the way around this triangle, that is the same distance around this square. So the perimeters are equal between this triangle and this square. And that means that you can use that information to set up an equation. So if I line these all up in a straight line end to end, I have 2x plus x minus 8. That is the same distance. And that's going to be one side of an equation as this distance around the square. So the distance around the square is 4 times x plus 2, or x plus 2 plus x plus 2 plus x plus 2 plus x plus 2. The important point is that those distances, those lengths, are equal. So then you can write an equation that sets them equal to each other. So these are the terms for the triangle. So it's 2x. I'm going to treat x minus 8 as a single term, right, for a moment. And this is x plus 2. Actually, x is a term and 2 is a term, but just treat this as a single unit, and there are 4 of them. And so now we can add those together, and I am going to rewrite this x minus 8, a positive 8, as x plus a negative 8. And you can do that. You're using the inverse operation and the additive inverse, so that's okay. So now I have, on the left side of the equation, I have the expression 2x plus x plus negative 8, and on the right side I have x plus 2 plus x plus 2, and so on. And so now I can move things around. Everything is addition, disregarding that 2 times x is actually multiplication, but otherwise each term gets added together. Each term is separated by an addition symbol. So now I can collect the things that are the same. That's called collecting like terms. So let's collect all the x's together on both sides, and let's collect the numbers together on both sides. So here are the x's, 2x, and a single x, that's 5x. And on this side it's x, and x, so those are 4 x's. And this is plus the negative 8. And remember on this side that you're multiplying 4 times x, that's the 4x right there. And then there are 4 2's. 4 times 2 gives you that 8. So this 4 times that 2 right there gives you 8. So this is 4x plus 8 on the right side. And so now, if you look at it, you can think about, you're going to want to get rid of terms. You're going to want to simplify this equation. You can choose any of these 4 terms to get rid of, the 5x, the negative 8, the 4x, and the positive 8. So if I decide to get rid of this 5x by adding a negative 5x, that's going to make this side a negative 1x. I don't really want to deal with negative numbers. So I'm going to just add a negative 4x and get rid of this 4x, and that makes this side a positive 1x. We'll deal with the numbers a little bit later. So this becomes 5x plus a negative 4x, because I'm going to add that negative 4x to this 4x, plus negative 8, and here's the 4x plus negative 4x. It's the same negative 4x on each side that you're adding, plus a positive 8. Well, this becomes 0, so you get rid of it. That's why you're doing this. You're adding the additive inverse. You're left with positive 8. And now you have 1x, 5x plus a negative 4x is 1x, plus negative 8 equals positive 8. And so now I want to get rid of this negative 8 because I want to get this x by itself. I'm going to add the additive inverse. The additive inverse of a negative 8 is positive 8. So negative 8 plus positive 8, this becomes 0. And on this side, you have to add the same additive inverse. So positive 8 plus a positive 8 equals 16. Remember, it's the idea of those hanger balances, those balanced hangers of whatever you add to one side, you have to add to the other side. So this is x equals 16. And you can check that now by substituting the 16 back into the equation. So this is 2 times x plus 2 times x, 2 times 16 plus 2 times 16 plus x minus 8, 16 minus 8. Well, 2 times 16 is 32. That's 32 plus 32, and 16 minus 8 is 8. Add all those together, you get 72. And for the square, you have to get the same length. You have to get 72 as the answer. So if you substitute 16 in for the x's for the expression for the square, that's 4 times x plus 2. X is 16, so that's 4 times 16 plus 2. 4 times 18, add those together. So 4 times 18, that's 4 times 10 is 40, and 4 times that 8 is 32. Add them together and you get the same length as over here of 72.